Hello students, let us continue lesson number 5 and the topic is Gond and Ahom. The people living in India's vast forest region called Gondwana are known as Gond tribes. This tribe is one of the oldest tribes of India. The people of this tribe practice shifting agriculture. Akbarnama records that the Gond state of Gatkatanga consisted of about 70,000 villages. At present, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, and Andhra Pradesh have the highest population of Gonds. The administrative system of Gond state was centralized. The kingdom of Gonds were divided into Gads. Each Gad was being dominated by a specific Gond clan. Each Gad was divided into a unit of 84 villages known as Chaurasi. Each Chaurasi was subdivided into Barhat made up of 12 villages each. In order to gain recognition as a Rajput, Amandas, the Gond kings of Gatkatanga, assumed the title of Sangram Shah. Durgavati was the princess of the Chandel Rajput king of Mahoba. She married with Dalpat, the prince of Sangram Shah. When Dalpat died at a young age, Durgavati took over the rule in the name of her 5 years old son Veer Narayan. In 1565 AD, the Mughal army led by Asif Khan defeated Durgavati. The queen and her son fought bravely and achieved martyrdom in the battlefield. The state of Gadkatanga made plenty of money by the elephant trade. By conquering Gadkatanga, the Mughals got plenty of wealth and elephants. The state of Gond was weakened after the decline of Gadkatanga by the Mughal invasion. So, it could not withstand the onslaught of the powerful Bundels and Marathas. Now, next topic is Ahom. Ahom people came from present-day Myanmar in the 13th century and settled in the valley area of Brahmaputra river in Assam. They changed the old political system of landlord and established a new state. A vast Ahom kingdom was established in 16th century by merging Totio 1523 AD and Koch Hajo 1581 AD into their own kingdom and conquering the surrounding tribes. In the 17th century, they could manufacture ammunition and cannons also. However, there were many attacks on the Ahom people from the southwest. In 1662 AD, they fought valiantly against the Mughal army led by Mir Jumla but lost. But the direct Mughal domination on the area did not last long. The Ahom state was based on forced labor. The people who were forced to work for the state were called pikes. A fixed number of pikes were to be sent from each village. On the basis of census, people from more populated area were moved to less populated area, which led to the division of Ahom clan. The administrative system became centralized in the first decade of the 17th century. As per the existing laws and regulation, it is a crime to force someone to work. Men of this tribe were active in the army during wartime and at other time in public activities like farming and irrigation. Ahom people implemented innovative methods of paddy cultivation. Ahom were divided into clans. Their clan were called Khel. Many villages were controlled by the Khels. The land given to the farmers by village community could not be taken back even by the king without consent of village community. Initially, the Om worshipped tribal deities, that is, gods of nature. King donated land for temples and Brahmins. Hinduism became the main religion during the reigns of Sipsing. Despite adopting Hinduism, Ahom kings did not entirely leave their own traditional beliefs. The Ahom society was a civilized society. Land was donated to poets and scholars. Dramatics were promoted. Important literary work of Sanskrit were translated into the local language. The historical work Buranji was first written in Ahom language and then in Assamese language. Now, changing time, the structure of new tribes. We try to understand the history of the tribes up to the 16th and 17th century. Over the time, many tribes underwent extensive changes. Both societies changed due to the interaction between the people of the caste based society and the tribal society. Different tribes adopted different livelihood. As the time passed, many of these tribes became part of a caste based society. However, many tribes remained mostly away from Hinduism and caste system. A few tribes established large, powerful states with well organized administrative systems. So, vast empires clashed with them. Now, student, I hope you understood this lesson. Thank you.